And honestly, you are the problem. It was your choices that put you in the current situation that you're in right now. That relationship that you knew was not serving you, you chose to stay. Your finances are failing. You chose to mismanage your money. Unhappy with your weight. You chose not to stick to that diet. People try and make life more complicated than what it needs to be. Life is simply choices and decisions. And you can deny it all you want, but your life is going to be a reflection of those choices.
Weight blindness is so real because when was I this big? I do not ever remember being that big. Like, what? And like, I obviously knew I was big at the time, but like, not that big. And then on the flip side, when was I this skinny? And why did I think that I was so big still? Like, at this time period when I looked like this, I thought I was so big still. Like, I don't even know what to say, because I'm bigger than that now, but like, it's just crazy.
Have you guys ever heard of weight blindness? Because this is something that I wish I would have known what that meant, and I wish I would have heard that term long before I started my weight loss journey. Because let me tell you what, I struggled with weight blindness. I struggled with weight blindness. So what is weight blindness? Weight blindness is when you don't realize how big you are. Like, I knew I was thick. I knew I was thick. I didn't realize that I had 70 pounds to lose. I didn't realize that until I started losing weight. And that's something that I still can't even barely wrap my mind around. Was once I like chose to start on my journey, it was like the first 30 pounds I lost. I was like, yes, I'm 30 pounds down. But I still have a long ways to go. And I didn't realize that when I first started. So this is me saying, it is likely that you have more weight to lose than you think you do. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Can we just talk about weight blindness? Because what in the heck? That is the weirdest thing ever. It blows my mind that I am not the only person who struggles with this. When I was 300 pounds, I did not believe that I looked as big as I was. I thought I was so much smaller than I actually was. And I would look at pictures and be like, no, that's not what I look like. That's just a bad picture. Or my clothes would be getting too tight. I'm like, well, they're probably shrinking. I made 1 million excuses because I didn't want to believe what I was seeing. And it happened all through my weight loss journey. I thought I was so much smaller than I was the whole entire time. So say even when I like got down to 200 pounds, I thought I was the tiniest thing ever. And I look back at pictures and I'm like, oh my God, why did I walk out of the house in some of these outfits I was wearing? Because I just truly thought that I was so much smaller than I really was, but I was still a big person. I was not small. Why is this such a thing for so many of us that we just do not see when we look in the mirror, regardless of our size? We do not see the true reflection of ourselves. We see something completely different, and it just makes me question everything. And still, when I get dressed sometimes, I'm like, oh, is that what I look like? I don't actually know. So then I have to take a video or a picture, or I make somebody else take a picture so I can see like, okay, what do I look like today? Because clearly I have no clue.
Overweight blindness is so real. Like, you know you're big, but you don't feel that you're that big until somebody like randomly off guard takes a picture or video of you, or you go on vacation. Many people can't believe that I look like I looked previously, because when you're big, like, you know your angles, you know how not to look as big. But obviously when somebody takes a picture or video off guard, that's how you really look. This is the picture that did it for me. I was on vacation. This was a picture off guard. And I was like, I need to change getting back. Yes, here is the picture I took on, my husband took on vacation, and I was like, oh my God, but it gets worse. Here's another one that I never uploaded because I just hated how I looked. Here's another one. By the way, I was also struggling with fibroids, endo, cysts, all that other stuff. So I was also extremely bloated and looked very pregnant, which I did have surgery, and this was actually the day before surgery, which I had a full hysterectomy. Here are the common questions that I get asked a lot. How did I do it? So basically, calorie deficit. I was doing 10K steps at first, and HIIT workouts is all I do. I do 2 types of video, Turbo Fire and Insanity currently. And that's basically it. The weight is dropping like this. Another thing, the video I posted yesterday, somebody asked me if I got lipo. No, I didn't. Yes, my chin area was super big, but I think what helped it was retinol. I do red light therapy, and I also use the Dr. Dennis pill pads. I do SPF, and I have a skincare routine as well. This is the ugly side that I don't show, that I go hard on my workout. All of this was a year's worth. However, I did take about 3.5 month break because remember, I had surgery, so I had to recover from that. So overall, it's about what, like 9.
I seen this video by this girl saying a lot of the reason why we don't show up is because we're thinking about the work that we have to do rather than the results we're gonna get. The results are going to drive you way more than the idea of the work that goes into getting the results. So with everything you do, if you think about the result it's going to give you, you're going to be more drawn to the healthy and beneficial things naturally. If I'm constantly thinking about the results, I want to have a healthier body. I want to have a more fit body. Okay, if I think about all the work that it's going to take, again, you're going to get analysis paralysis and do nothing. When you think about the work that you have to do, you're going to more than likely make excuses as to why you can't do it right now, why you can't, even if you only have 5 minutes a day to make some type of improvement in an area that you're trying to improve on, that's better than nothing. But a lot of people be like, oh, well, I don't have an hour to work on that, so I'm not going to do it at all. Baby, 5 minutes is better than 0. 10 is better than nothing. Like, if you can find 30 minutes of your day to dedicate to that thing that you're working towards, you're way better than doing 0% of it. You think about the results you want, you're more than likely to get up and do it because you're thinking about the end goal. And if you're thinking about the end goal, you're going to be more motivated to do the thing that's going to get you there. But if you're always thinking about doing the thing that's going to get you there instead of just thinking about the thing that you want, you're more than likely to procrastinate and not do it. And I struggle with that too. That's why I be bullshitting sometimes. But look at me now. Doing my planks, also trying to knock out a talking video. Like, this is me working right here. I'm working and working out at the same time. And there's no excuse for it. Like, I could have been like, I'll record that video later. I'll record that video tomorrow. I'll record that video when it's more of a convenient time. But no, I have a thought come to me and I execute on the thought. I had an idea and I execute on the idea. And that's just what we all should be doing. And then boom, we'll all be rich or abundant or successful in some type of way, even if riches isn't what you want.
If you want to do better, you have to be consistent. That is just part of being a leveled up person who is mature enough to understand that consistency equals success. Do you want to be successful in whatever it is you're trying to accomplish? Then consistency is the key. No matter what you think, that's what it is. So either you will or you won't. Either you do or you don't. Get up and be consistent every day. Every day when I get online, y'all see my bed is made. Y'all see my face is made. Or I'm making it up as I go. But I do it. I get up and do it. I don't make excuses. I don't say what's hard. I just get up and do it. And then people get mad at me for doing it because they can't do it. Don't be one of the people. Get up and go do it and be an example that inspires other people. And it will become a habit. And it will be so easy. It'll be like brushing your teeth. It'll be like washing your hands. Make it a habit. Consistency becomes habit. Then it's no effort at all. I promise you. There's no effort for me to make up that bed every day. It's a habit. There's no effort for me to look decent every day. It's a habit. I don't even notice it anymore. It just is.
Get obsessed with yourself. Get obsessed with yourself, get obsessed with yourself, get obsessed with yourself, and then get obsessed with yourself a little more. And I'm going to tell you right now that it is not a narcissistic trait, that it is not a negative quality. It is the greatest thing you can do to heal the world. Because when you love yourself, the world starts loving you back. And when you love yourself so deeply, you have no choice but to see that self-love all around you. Because this world is a mirror, and the way we look at ourselves is the way the world looks at us back. When we love ourselves so entirely, when we love every part about myself, when we love our face and our skin and our hair and our style and our charisma and our confidence, the world reciprocates. The world starts loving you back, and then it's a tit for tat. I love myself and you love yourself, and then you love yourself and I love myself more. And we just continue leveling up to the point where all we can help but do is exude love and vibrance and good quality energy. Because the opposite of it is hating ourselves. And who the fuck wants to do that? I spent so long hating myself. I spent so long thinking I wasn't good enough, thinking I wasn't beautiful, thinking I wasn't smart, thinking I wasn't deserving of wealth, thinking I wasn't anything. And then I woke up to the fact that I am my favorite person on this planet, and no one can take that away from me. That is mine forever and always. And ever since I started loving myself, and ever since I started becoming so obsessed with myself, everybody has become obsessed with me in return. We are a mirror. So do yourself a favor and get obsessed with yourself.
So in this video, I'm gonna try to explain weight blindness. This is a picture of me taken almost exactly 1 year ago today when I was invited to a white party, and the photographer sent us like pre-images of it and was like, here you go, here's your images. And I was like, cool, you didn't send me any photos with me in it. And he was like, that is you. And I was like, no, it's not. I didn't realize that this is what I look like. How? But it's not just me. I'll show my friends this photo and they'll say, I don't remember you ever looking like that. But it was more than one photo. And this is from a totally different angle. When I saw these images and realized that that was me and this is what I look like currently, I went running the next day. And this is a photo of me, oddly enough, at a white party that I was at this weekend. So the difference between this photo and this photo at a white party is exactly, like almost exactly 1 year apart. But the thing is, even though when I looked like this, I thought that I looked like this. Am I the only one?
Pose, and she was like, I don't like stress in my life. Like, if you're stressing me out, I will cut you off. And that is so true. And I feel like that's a great way to stay pretty. Like, I don't tolerate things that stress me out. Like, if you're sitting there always complaining about, goodbye, not doing that with you. If I catch myself like, screaming and like having to yell at you, especially if it goes in relationships, you're cut off. Like, I don't play about my peace, and I definitely don't play about myself. Like, y'all, your body will tell you when something is wrong. Like, all the time. So you have to listen to your body. Like, stress, like if your nervous system is messed up, like that will literally show on your body. Like, you have to take care of yourself. Always just worry about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry about anybody. Do what you gotta do, period.
Everyone always asks me, how did you lose the weight? How did you lose the weight? Girl, I lost 100 pounds doing keto, okay? Eating keto foods, drinking nothing but water. I lost 100 pounds, girl. And around this time last year, I was literally like pushing 300 pounds almost. That was the heaviest I've ever been. That was the most miserable I've ever been. I was treated really bad by other people. And now they ask, how'd you lose the weight? How'd you lose the weight? First of all, consistency. But you know, besides that, everyone always says consistency. Girl, you need to start eating keto. You have to go keto. No more sugar, cut out the alcohol, cut out the bread, cut out the carbs. I'm telling you, like, I lost so much weight. People were thinking I was doing drugs, okay? I couldn't afford Ozempic. I didn't take Ozempic. Okay, I wasn't able to afford liposuction or anything like that. No. So I was looking online, like, because like the older that I get, the more I realize that what I was doing in the past, it wasn't working. Being vegan made me miserable. It wasn't working. Only thing that really worked for me, and I'm 27 years old, was eating a keto diet, eating cheese, eating fats and protein. I'm telling you, girl, if you go keto for like 6 months, 8 months, you're going to see the biggest difference in your life. And I'm not telling you this to like force keto on you. I'm just telling you how I lost the weight. I used to be like a 1X, and that was really tight on me. Girl, I was 2X. Like, I just didn't want to admit it. And the weirdest thing about it is that like I just didn't believe I was a 2X, because like I still felt really confident. I felt so confident as a woman. I always have. Currently right now, girl, I'm a size medium in juniors. This shirt is a medium from Burlington in the junior section, and so are my pants. They're a size medium in the junior section, and I'm sitting down, no belly is rolling out, hanging over. I haven't been a size medium in juniors since like I can't even like remember a time.
body dysmorphia, weight blindness, all that is such a thing. Y'all, I ordered this waist trainer because I saw my good mutual Princess Reese talking about her waist trainer, right? And I like it for when I'm walking, cleaning. I work from home now, so I gotta like keep my posture together. So I got it on, right? Y'all, I'm on the first hook, as in the last hook that you gotta be on before you size down. Why I still think that I'm as big as I was last year? Oh God. But yeah, I'm gonna link it. I like it. It has a zipper. Let me see if I can show y'all. It has a zipper. It has hooks right there. And then if you open it up, it has double compression. Hold on, let me show you. Okay, you see it has right here, and then you gotta do the hooks up, and then you gotta zip it up. Can I just zip it up without doing the hooks? Probably not. But anyways, I'm gonna leave it linked for you guys. Your girl getting snatched. And this is not the one that makes you look like a crazy person. It's got straps, but look, y'all see how the strap is too big? Y'all see me, y'all see me.
One of the most humbling things about losing almost 50 pounds is the amount of weight blindness I had before has caused like low-key some body dysmorphia for me, because I thought that I looked like, you know, what I look like now, like 30 pounds ago. And when I look back at pictures of me, I literally am still in that mindset. I literally still convince myself, like, no, it's just the angle. Like, there's no way I actually looked like that, because I never really accepted it. Like, hold on. For reference, this is what I look like now. I'm like 168 pounds and I'm 5'9". This picture was like from my first day back at the gym. And like, I have looked at this picture so many times and I'm like, it must be the mirror. Like, there's no way that like my legs were that big. There's no way, like, hold on. At this point, I had already lost like 15 pounds and I thought that I looked like here. I thought that like I looked like this when I was the other size. And like when I looked like this, I thought I looked like this. Like, girl, no, you didn't. This is why progress pictures are very important, and when you lose weight, you can tend to like seriously have body dysmorphia because you didn't realize how big you were in the first place. So when you start to lose weight, you're like, oh, I haven't changed. And it's not that you haven't changed, it's that you're actually aware of how you look now, and you just were a little bit delusional before, babe.
Okay, I do feel like all of us who had really bad weight blindness, we all had a photo, or in my case, a few photos that we saw, and it like was putting on glasses for the first time. This was one of those photos. For me, I was like, why am I double the size of my dad? And why do I look like I'm my brother's mom? Like, for me being so big, it definitely like aged me. Hold on, let me show you guys another photo. Like, she's cute, she's a baddie, but you know what? There's no denying that I was big. Like, I don't know why I did not feel my size here. Like, I felt like I was just as big as my sister. Anyway, to anyone who's new here, I did get the gastric sleeve and I've lost almost 140 pounds, but it wasn't just the gastric sleeve. Like, I did low carb, I weightlift a ton, I'm like in bodybuilding, and this is me now. And obviously I'm very small. Like, I'm a small petite person. I'm 5'5", 150 something pounds. Yeah, I feel humongous. Like, I feel like I look in the mirror and I'm like, I look like I'm 300 pounds. I don't know what it is. Like, I need therapy. I need to be hypnotized. I don't know. But it's good to know that I'm not the only one that feels this way.
You can be exactly who you want to be if you just quit playing around and lock in. Like, you already got the vision. You already got the talent, the potential, but you keep playing small. You keep saying, I'm getting it together. Every year, like, discipline gonna magically appear. It's not a lack of opportunity. It's a lack of focus. You scroll more than you study. You talk more than you execute. You let comfort convince you that consistency can wait. And that's why you keep restarting. You don't need another sign, another coach, another quote. You just need to decide. Decide that you're done wasting potential. Decide that you're tired of being average when you know that you're the chosen one. When I finally locked in, everything changed. I made my first million at 21, all profit, no labor, not because I'm special, because I got serious. And once I realized that discipline was the real plug, the doors start opening. So yeah, you can be whoever you want to be, but you cannot keep half doing your purpose and expect full results. The version of you that's going to win, they're waiting on you to stop playing and lock in.
What do you think's harder, eating healthy and exercising or looking the way you do right now? Like, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not. If you wake up in the morning and see the Michelin Man looking back at you if he let himself go, that should piss you off. That's hard. That sucks. So what's worse? Just being active and eating healthy? Or looking like that? So, lock the fuck in.
Dress like a trophy, act like a trophy, talk like a trophy, okay? Treat yourself like a trophy. Make sure every hair is in place. Make sure makeup is on point. Make sure your clothes is cute. Accessories, walk, have confidence, smile.
And that day, what shifted for me was I was willing to completely die to any form of me that I had been so that I can birth the woman that I was becoming.
Just disappear. Then go to war against the girl in the mirror. And don't come back until you win.